All right, today is the day we are selling our 2019 Buick Enclave to Carvanna. We have to go drive it about 40 minutes away further into New Jersey to do the drop-off and everything, but we should get a check right there. So hopefully this will be nice and easy.
Right there, or deposit it into the bank account?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we did Vroom about a year ago with the Tesla Model 3, so let's see how this compares. And best news of all is we're doing this right now because we want to get the most money so that we can put it toward our Rivian R1S that we're getting in a week from tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so come along with us and we'll share this experience with you and talk a little bit about what's coming up with the Rivian as well. You don't want to miss any of it. All right, so we just split up so we can go drop the Buick off and then go back home here in the Tesla Model Y. But yeah, so we are selling our Enclave now after about 5 years of ownership. Actually, almost exactly. I think like another 2 weeks would have been 5 years, which is the longest we've had a car, at least in a while now. We had some around that long, like right back out of college. But for the last decade plus, we have either been leasing or just like selling cars a little bit faster. Actually, mostly leasing. The Buick is really the only one that we actually bought outright, other than this one, which I cannot imagine keeping 5 years, but we'll see. That's a whole different story, and a story that we'll tell when we get there. But for the Buick, it's been a great car. Like it really wasn't on our radar at all when we first started shopping. We were looking kind of, around stuff that we had, just the twins at that point. I think they were about, let's see, if it was 5 years ago, they would have been like 2.5. So it was before we had the third, but we wanted something with more room and ideally 3 rows. So we kind of ended up finding that, and we got a great deal. I think we were able to do it entirely online, except for like coming in to sign the final paperwork and everything, but like no hassle, no negotiations, almost as close to like a direct-to-consumer kind of thing as you could get, at least from like a more traditional dealership or manufacturer like Buick. So, that was really great, and a big reason that we went with that. We've barely been back to the dealership at all in 5 years. I think, we've had oil changes, a tire rotation or two, but we haven't even changed the tires, and they've got, the car's got 63,000 miles on it now, so we'll see how that goes now at the selling here. But I don't know, like last time we just had it in for service a couple of months ago and they said that they were still fine, so don't know what to make of that. But yeah, been really nice cars, great in the snow, has like it's all-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, yeah, all-wheel drive, you can turn it on and off. So not horrible gas mileage, obviously it's not great, but like in the class and everything, it's really not too bad. We would usually get like high 20s, low 30s, depending on the trip and everything. It held up well too. Like it felt like it was getting really dingy and disgusting from the kids. We just got it washed and like not really detailed, but really simple kind of cleaning and vacuuming and everything, just to get it turned in. And honestly, like it looks great. It looks like pretty close to new. So it's in a way like a little bit hard to kind of say goodbye to. It's been a really good car for us, and we didn't really truly need something different. But on the other side of things now, our Rivian. So if you haven't been like following the story there, go back and look at the videos for that. I'm not going to get into that whole thing again, but basically, after our last update, which was kind of a low for us, where we're not hearing anything, we were getting moved on to our third VIN after a combination of communication and production issues, and we didn't even have like a firm commitment or timeline or anything. So like we were kind of at a low point frustration wise and everything there, and I wasn't even sure like we were going to continue. And then after that, spent a whole bunch of time with them on the phone, talking to customer service. Actually had a senior guide kind of assigned to us, who reached out, and we talked on the phone for almost like an hour and a half or so, sort of about just like what things could have been better, where some of the misses and things were, and just really that's all I wanted. I just wanted someone who was listening to us and like actually working with us to find solutions and everything, and like giving us realistic timelines, expectations, sharing kind of how the process works, what things they could tell us, what they couldn't, like what reasonable expectations to have would be. and that was great. Like, so went through. We talked a lot about like where some of the misses were and what they could learn from that to improve for the future and for other customers. Kind of helping them through some of their growing pains and everything. So that was fantastic. Like that really, I would say, restored a lot of my faith in the company and just got me excited again. So obviously, we haven't picked up the car yet. Let's see how all of that goes. But we're a week out now, and essentially, when I talked to the senior person, like he was immediately able to find us a new VIN that was just going into production, exact match on the configuration and everything, and like. I don't know exactly like what they did priority wise and stuff, but it definitely feels like they did, at least as much as they could to like make sure that it was, getting prioritized and that there weren't going to be any other issues or anything. So obviously, that one could have failed inspection again, but, they basically told me like if that happened, we'd be on like the short list and they would find us something as quick as possible. So, like that was fine. It's realistic. Like I'm okay with that. If something fails inspection, I don't want to get, a lemon or something that's not put together well. So, I was totally fine with that. So anywho, they got all of that together, and then I figured it'd be like another week or two. So basically, like 2 days later, got informed that it was ready, and we could like basically start the next steps. So then they called me again, walked me through that. Really good communication and everything there, and helped me. What do we have to do at that point? Upload like our driver's license and other sign the paperwork and stuff. And go through like the trade-in. I guess I'll come back on the trade-in, but we kind of like worked through all of those steps. Actually talked to somebody about insurance through them, which I was kind of skeptical about. I didn't think it was gonna be like that great of a deal or anything, but we went through that, and the interesting thing is it's Rivian like managing it, but it's done through Nationwide, so you're getting like a big reputable insurance company, and with like some of the benefits of customer service and everything through Rivian, like that they're actually going to know what they're doing with the vehicle when it's like a pretty difficult one to deal with. So it can be hard to find the right shops and everything. So we'll see how that experience is. If we ever actually need it, hopefully not. But that was great, and it's saving us a ton of money. So and like we're insuring this Tesla now through it. We switched our homeowners insurance and everything there too. So. That was fantastic, and now all that's left is we just need to submit the payment, but they said to do that around a week or so out, so I'm going to wait a couple more days and we'll get that all squared away. We're doing financing through them. The rate is pretty bad, but I think it's at least comparable to like other car loans right now, but we're not going to keep it very long, so the rate doesn't really matter a whole lot, because I'm basically just using that sort of as a buffer to make sure nothing gets delayed while we figure out all the wire transfers and everything. But we're probably just going to pay that off right away. Been saving the money up for it for like 5 years basically now, so we are all set there, luckily enough. So that's kind of everything. And we're going to be heading out to the factory in Normal, Illinois a week after Thanksgiving. We're going to fly out to Chicago the morning of. We have a one-way rental car, which we're going to pick up at the airport, drive down to Normal, and then drop off. They've got like a little regional airport there. And we're going to be doing the factory tour at Rivian, and I'm not even sure what else they've got planned for us. It sounded like they were asking like if the kids were going to be coming and stuff, and unfortunately they can't because they've got school. They're going to be staying with the grandparents. But it sounds like they're trying to at least find some stuff to do to make it a pretty unique, enjoyable experience and everything. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so stoked for it. I think it's really awesome. I'm almost guaranteed to bring back some merch and stuff from it. But just really excited to like build this connection with Rivian even more than I have already, and share some of that excitement with some of the folks working at the factory there. So that'll be really cool. We'll get to see, the big windmill that they finished there, that they use to do the first charge in all the cars. They've got like waypoint ones there, and then on the way back in Ohio, we'll stop at the Rivian Adventure Network charger there. So that'll be a nice trip. So anyway, we have a ton of content coming on all of that. I think, just from the pickup experience, we'll probably share a video of the pickup itself, getting the car, maybe the factory if they allow me to video inside of it, or at least a quick one sort of on what we saw and stuff there. We'll certainly have one on the road trip back. We'll probably have one about some of the charging experiences and stuff. It seems like there's some interesting chargers like out in that part of the country as well that I wanted to check out. There is a, I think, tritium charger out in the middle of Indiana, but it's sort of on the way home, so I've never used one of those and want to check it out. And this is like basically our first time, you know, that we're going to be living the full CCS lifestyle, so that'll be quite intriguing for us as well. So we've got a bunch of Electrify America stops planned on the way too. And then we're going to try to check out the town of Normal a little bit as well. There's like a brewery there I thought looked pretty cool. So anyway, if anyone's got suggestions on anything in, you know, Illinois or on our drive back through Indiana, I think Michigan a little bit, Illinois, Ohio, and like Western Pennsylvania, let me know for sure, because we want to check all of that out. But anyway, we looked at the trade-in that Rivian was offering. It actually wasn't bad. It matched Vroom almost exactly for our Buick Enclave. But then I went through a couple of other sites too, and Carvanna offered us like it'd be like almost 25% more. So that's what we're doing now. I kind of thought that they just came and picked up the same way that Vroom does. So when I sold our old Model 3, they just came like with a big truck with a trailer on it, took the car out of our driveway and like drove off with it. It was like so simple and fantastic. And then I got like I think like the wire of it, the money. I don't even remember, a day or two later. Or no, maybe they did send me a check. Yeah, I think they did. I don't remember. I remember going to the bank to like cash something, but maybe that was to buy the car. Whatever. So let's see how this compares to it. They did offer a pickup option, but it was like $200, and we're only 40 minutes away from one of their locations, so we just figured we'd go do that. We've got a bunch of errands to run and stuff today anyway, so we can check that out, and I guess we can also see what they've got on the lot there. That might be interesting. So we'll share all of that with you once we get there. Hope it goes nice and smooth. All right, so this is crazy. We are done already. I just got here. She got here about not even 10 minutes before me and is already done with the transaction. So they got the license plates off, sticker on, bunch of stickers on already. Vehicle not for sale, retail to IC. Okay, I don't know what that means, but yeah, so license plates are all already off, and it is ready to go. I already got the notification that we got paid. We just dropped the license plates off at the DMV, I guess, which we need to do because we. From the Tesla too. Yeah. We were to the DMV here in Oakland. Oh, okay. That was painless. Yeah. Tell me about it. I parked the car there because I wasn't sure what to do because there's no signs. Mm-hmm. I have a 10 o'clock appointment. He goes, yeah, just pull right in. He pulled right in. He goes, okay, we have to do like a scan. Huh? Louder. Oh, he says we have to do like a scan on it. I said, okay. And I just like, the scan took not even 30 seconds. He goes, okay, you'll get a text and we're good to go. Did they even like check it? He did a walkthrough and just, I think he did a walkthrough. He didn't take any pictures. And then I think he did like the computer scan to like a diagnosis to make sure that there's no like engine issues or whatever. And that was it. Well, I'm sure like everything else was done days ago. So like they probably already checked the title and saw that it is clean, that it hasn't been in accidents or anything. Yeah. There's been no claims on it. I mean, like overall, it's in very good shape. There's a dad and son in there. He's selling his 23 Model 3. Oh yeah. Because he's had issues with it out of the gate. Yeah. And it's not practical, so he's just done with it. Yeah. He said these guys offered him $7,000 more than what a trade-in would have offered. Yeah. Which is which the same deal with us. Yeah. Not 7,000. And then they were selling to me, they're like, your car looks great. Like, yeah. I was like, all I did was run it through the car wash. Or should I have done like excellent or something? I think I did like the second highest. I don't think you could. It wouldn't have made a difference. Like I don't think it would have made a difference. And I would say excellent is misleading. Yeah. Because there was a weird squeaking noise as I was driving coming out of the sunroof, but I don't know if it's from the car wash the other day. It could be. The brakes squeak periodically. Like I think they probably need something at some point. But I mean, here's the tires. Like there's still tread. There's still like tread on it. Yeah. I mean the tires. Not like a ton, but they're not bad. So yeah, and yeah, I mean, like as I was driving here, I got paid. So that's very easy. Interesting spot, just like you said, me too. Yeah, not at all marked, and all you can really see is like the trucks, the Carvanna trucks. But well, there's a drive happy thing or whatever in the front, which I realize is their their thing. But again, no signs. But I guess they don't really want the signs. Yeah. Inside is just like an awning, like a tailgate tent thing. Okay. That's it. Huh. Interesting. All right. I mean, that's pretty easy. All right. We'll hop in the car. Although I didn't try to take a look around here. Not Not too much interesting, honestly, but I saw an ID4 over there.
The guy's selling.
Okay. I don't even see the Tesla, but oh, it's up there. It's up there in the garage. Up in there. And then there was an ID4 over here, but that's about it. Oh, Mini. Oh, and a Polestar. All right. All right. Oh, and an e-Golf. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the find. I should buy this one. All right. All right, we'll talk about it more in the car. Anyway, we were just talking the e-Golf there. It's from the same dealership that we almost bought ours from. So before our first Model 3, 4 years ago now, I almost bought an e-Golf. And I'm quite glad I didn't, because if you look at the difference in trajectories that those two models, I guess at least, if not like the entire manufacturer, went along, couldn't be any more different. They are not manufacturing the e-Golf anymore, and I've heard that finding places that actually service them and everything is quite difficult. So that turned out to be a good decision. But anyway, so what were you saying about like
we were just saying, like, why does, like, okay, you get lowballed at a dealership, period, because it's a dealership, right? And they like to play stupid games.
Yeah.
But you, in general, from like the Carvanna room experience, I think why you end up doing better. Why is this not? Where are we on? Oh. Yeah. Why you end up making out better from here is, one, you're absolutely right, there's no overhead costs. But two, if you think about it, if you sell it to a dealership, for them it also costs money to transport it if they're, or if like they have to go and try to sell it at auction or whatever.
Yep.
Whereas here, these guys are basically like, yeah, they're going to try to sell within the vicinity, but if someone wants this car that's in Texas, they're just going to put it on a bed and drive it down to Texas, and it's sold much faster versus trying to have to like find someone in this area that wants this particular car. We should have, I want to keep the VIN number. I'm curious how much they'll sell it for.
I guess, yeah. Here. Can you look, like, they have a listing for that?
I mean, yeah, I could go online on Carvanna and say I'm shopping for a 2019 Buick Enclave.
I see what it is. But it said do not sell. It said not, like, retail to IC or something. So I wonder, like, if they already had a buy on it or something.
Retail to IC.
Yeah.
Well, I think do not sell, but they probably have to do, like, think about it, like, you hope they're not going to sell it just like that, right? Like, they need to detail it, they need to...
Barely, true. Yeah, I don't know.
Detail to IC, what does that mean?
I don't know.
That's literally what it said?
Yeah. International clearing?
You said detail to IC?
No, retail to IC. Yeah, but I mean, like, this new selling experience is just, it's so much nicer than, like yes, you can probably get a little bit more money by selling it private. It's nice doing a trade-in, but in New Jersey, we have no sales tax on EVs. So you're not really getting a huge benefit in doing a trade-in. Like, you're not saving the sales tax.
Inspection center.
Oh, because it needs an inspection.
Yes, and they like, he did a diagnostic on it, but I'm sure they want to do like a full inspection on it too. Yeah. So that's what that means.
Okay, gotcha. But I mean, it's just like I'd rather get a little less money and just do it this way with no hassle, not having to deal with sketchy people showing up at our house to look at a car and then, nickel and diming us on everything, or dealing with, a trade-in at a dealership where it's also
I don't think you need to
haggling
deal with,
about
like,
everything.
Private, like, there's no reason to do private
it's just so
anymore.
much easier. Yeah, I mean, I like that, like, now with like Tesla and Rivian, basically, like, they're just middlemaning with one of these places anyway. But it'd be nice if, like, they could get a little bit more competitive with the offer, but whatever. So this is this was I don't see how that could have gone any better. Like, I got there and it was done.
Like, I think I interacted for a total of 2.5 minutes, if even that long. Yeah. And I reset the garage thing.
Okay, cool. You figured it out.
It was just hold the first and the third buttons for 20 seconds, and when it flashes, it's done a factory reset.
Nice. Did you remove the Bluetooth stuff?
Yes, and I did a factory reset on the whole computer.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And a radio reset on the whole computer, and deleted the any private data that it stored, because it was an on-store vehicle, so it was technically collecting.
Oh, okay, yeah, and like the nav could have had our address or something.
The nav I never used.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny with that, like the, especially like as more and more stuff moves into that, software stack and like the
Do you remember
entertainment
that weird message I got from I still think it was like some sort of weird spam or whatever.
Yeah.
When we sold the Tesla,
Yeah.
And that woman that messaged me on Facebook, hey, I think I bought your Tesla. I need you to do this.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. But I don't like that. That was very strange. I don't know how that would have ever happened. But I also got a message on YouTube that person who bought it like found my YouTube channel because it was still logged into there or something, and like my Netflix was still on there too, and they deleted it. So I don't know if you're still watching this. I don't remember. Sorry for not remembering exactly. If you're still watching this stuff, and let me know. I'm very curious how that car's been and everything. It'd be cool to do like a follow-up story.
Netflix logged into that?
On the Tesla, yeah. It'd be cool to do like a follow-up story on that. If you're still out there and still have the car, I'd love to know how it's treating you. But anyway, so the big story though, I think, is I realized that was almost definitely our very last gas car that we'll ever own. So we're going to be all electric now between the Tesla and the Rivian. I don't think this is, again, a totally different story that we'll have to see how it pans out and everything. I don't think I'm ever going to buy a Tesla again. But, and it's not because of the car or anything like that. Like, yes, there are little niggles here and there.
No, they're like, the competition has just taken.
Well, yeah, that is a big factor too.
They're not developing the car at all. And they're actually moving backwards, but we don't need to go on that right now.
Yeah. But I mean, but the Elon thing too is not.
Well, yeah.
It's definitely a major reason. Anyway, like it's going to be all EVs from here out for both of us. So, and even like, we're moving over to the CCS world now with the Rivian, and our trip back is going to be interesting. I have a feeling we're going to run into some headaches and probably like second guessing doing that. But like the fact that they're moving to NACS and the entire country is like, whatever. It's a problem for 6 months now at most. So I'm really not that worried about it. But yeah, I mean, just kind of, it's weird to like 5 years ago was the last time we probably will have bought an ICE car.
Now I'm gonna get fired.
Remember, the company needs to figure out a strategy for a world in which there are no ICE cars. Anyway, whatever. But I was thinking about like even like, okay, well, maybe we buy used cars for the kids and stuff, but like it's gonna be another 10 years from now, like even like
Ford, if you're listening, we need an e-Bronco. Those kids need an e-Bronco. Yeah. Oh my god, I don't trust those two to remember to charge a car though.
Oh my god. But I'd much rather that than like worry about them going to gas stations.
Did you turn the lights on?
Yeah. I wonder, do you think New Jersey will ever change? Like, will they realize, as gas goes away, that they're not supporting that part of the economy?
They'll have people that.
So like, like New Jersey will be the only state you're not allowed to plug your own car in.
No, but they're actually looking into like getting rid of the pump your own gas thing. I thought.
Yeah, they've talked about that forever, but I don't know. Whatever. Actually, I saw speaking of New Jersey and stuff. Kind of interesting, like in the news lately. See this thing? So New Jersey was supposed to be one of the first states with this big offshore wind.
Look! Oh my god, they tore Nabisco's gone.
Oh, it's not going to smell like
cookies here anymore.
Anyway, New Jersey was supposed to be one of the first offshore wind farms down off of like Cape May, but or is it Ørsted? The company that I was proud of for being Danish pull out of it because with the economy and everything, they were going to lose money on the project. So they just paid like the penalty on it instead of actually building it. So now New Jersey's got to go back and find someone else to, I guess, bid on it. So that was the downside. But the plus side, New Jersey, Murphy just signed a thing preventing the sale of gas cars beyond 2036, I think it is. And
I'm all for that. The problem is, and I'm gonna keep harping on this, the infrastructure is not there to support that.
Well, no, but like it's got to start somewhere. Right? Like it's a chicken and the egg thing. You got to start like pushing for it. New Jersey also signed a thing though for installing a ton more public charging along Turnpike, I think. The Parkway needs to be the other one, but they're starting to build out and like specifically build out infrastructure for all the trucks that go up and down as well, to make this a e-trucking corridor.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, and then the other big one is, and this kind of goes with like the whole. The reason I even thought of this was like the whole perception about New Jersey with like the pump your own gas and all these like negative stereotype things. So like New Jersey being the landfill and the garbage state, they actually are building a one-of-a-kind solar installation, one of the biggest ones in the country, on top of a landfill. which I think is pretty interesting and unique. So
we have more landfills than Staten Island.
I don't know the actual numbers, but sure.
New Jersey gets the rep because look at Newark Airport, and when you land, all you see is like pollution pumping.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, wouldn't it be cool to shift away from all of the oil refineries and crap and have like, become like one of the leaders in solar and wind energy? Plus, like the landfill stuff, actually, like they're finding more and more ways now to make that. It's still bad. Like, we need to stop throwing as much stuff into landfills, but they're finding ways to start doing like carbon capture from that.
Oh, that's good.
Which, like, I don't think we should rely on that being like a silver bullet technology that's going to save us from all of this stuff, but
it costs money. That's the problem.
Yeah, but at least it's something, right? So like, I would love to see New Jersey become more of a leader. Ooh, sorry. Become more of a leader around like the technology and stuff there. And then the other thing too is like business-wise, we're the headquarters of BMW, Polestar, Volvo, Land Rover, Mercedes, right?
I think so, yeah. North America headquarters.
Yeah, not production, but like headquarters. I would love to see, and like the Southeast now is becoming so interesting with like Rivian's breaking ground on their Georgia factory. Volkswagen has got their factory down there. BMW, Hyundai, Genesis is like building out down there. And I know I'm forgetting like two more. But there's so much like happening kind of down, in the Southeast, like along the Sun Belt. But we've got nothing here in the Northeast. I would love to see New Jersey like pivot some of this leadership in in green energy and renewable energy, and like bring that to the actual car companies that are headquartered here. Anyway, no, I totally digress. So, thoughts on like us just being all EV family now?
Yeah, didn't even think of it that way, but I guess we kind of had to go that way. You need to be in that lane. I mean, we're just ahead of the inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes for us.
Yeah, I don't worry about it much at all.
I think it's just going to take some getting used to.
Yeah.
Luckily, the kids are getting older, so like from a patient standpoint, it's not like you have to worry about Arlo waking up from his nap in the back or any like the vehicle continuing to be emotional. Look, Santa's up there. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think the next year or to two
it's going to be a little painful. I think
will be like, I'm glad we'll still have this car if we ever like truly need it. Like I kind of see this more as like this as like being more our lifeline for the next year or two as stuff as the rest of things transition over to NACS. But like the Rivian, I think for the next like that time period will be up and down. Like this trip back. Oh my God, roads here. This trip back from Illinois will be a good test. Our ski trip to Vermont will be interesting. We only really need to charge like 1 to 2 times up there, but like once we're up there, there's really not much around there. So
I guess Arlo and I will be going to Alchemist every day.
Yeah, Alchemist Brewing is. I mean, not the worst problem to have that we have to go to Alchemist more often, but they're the only DC fast charging CCS enabled charger anywhere around there. It's 50 kilowatts.
There, and that seems like a place like that things could have evolved.
I've been checking plug share.
Okay, just
yeah. So, but I mean, like there's plenty of level 2 charging and stuff there. Plus, like we've got 110 charging at the place we stay, which on the Rivian is not going to do much at all, but it's something. And
you didn't even look at us. You were going to go regardless.
Yeah. And then the level 2 charging and stuff should be enough to like keep us kind of going there.
How is this so full? This just opened at 10 a.m.
Yeah. So all right. Anyway, well, we're here now. We gotta drop off like 2 years worth of shoes
for
recycling at Nike. No charging here at this
I'm not surprised. And
town
also
center, huh?
be iced out because no one here thinks about
that's true. Okay, license plates are dropped off. That's it. All right, well, that was tremendously easy. We probably should have done that with the other license plates, a year and a half ago.
Whoops.
Oh, well.
I also don't know where the DMV is, guys.
No, but they do make a way to find that. All right, well, that's it. So I guess that's the end of the Buick story. And hopefully a smooth start to the beginning of the Rivian story.
I wouldn't call the start to the Rivian story.
Well, I mean, from here on. With that, thanks so much for watching, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our
excitement.
Our upcoming excitement. With that, see you out there on the road.